Well, hello and welcome to a wonderful edition of I Hate Sundays. Starting off today, we have a bit of shitty news going down. Anyway, Stardust, one of my favorite apps out there, has decided to leave the European Union, which sucks balls for us because Stardust was always a very nice extension to this channel. Um, every time there wasn't much time to do like a full review or a quickie for a film, I would just record a quick reaction after seeing it in a theater, and you could like check out some of my opinions on certain films I didn't cover on this channel, like A Quiet Place, for example, or some Supernatural or Riverdale episodes. Every time it was like just throwing a few quick words. Stardust would have been the perfect thing. The thing is, we got this letter. As you may have heard, the European Union is introducing a major new data protection law called GDPR, which comes into effect on May 25th, 2018. We are big supporters of data privacy and protection and applaud the EU for its work to protect and empower its citizens in the way. However, the new EU regulation comes with some significant administrative, legal, and engineering requirements. These guidelines must be met in order to continue to operate with EU users and be compliant with the text and the law and its accompanying guidance. As a result, we have made the difficult and painful decision to discontinue Stardust for residents of the European Union at this time. We hope to return to the EU in the near future once we have a team and resources in place to fully address the requirements of GDPR. This is annoying. Totally. I love this app. We had a good thing. We had this community going here. And since these guys, they're pretty much operating under something like a micro budget, they're a really small team, and this app hasn't been around. It isn't as big as some people would think it is. So I'm just like wondering, is there any way us here as users who are going to fly off of Stardust by the end of the month can help the company somehow? Is there any way to support you guys? That's what I'm asking. So if anybody from Stardust here is watching, because we really don't want this app to leave us, it would be really nice. It's been a while since we have been taking a look at some trailers recently. So I decided it would be a nice time to do that again today, don't you think? So this week we got a new trailer for Predator. No, The Predator. The thing with this franchise, it's so weird. The first one is called Predator. The second one is called Predator 2. The third one is called Predators. And now we have the fourth one called The Predator. We seem to live in a world where numbers have grown extinct. Now when you're making a sequel, you add a the, or you add a plural version of the word. Who knows what part 5 is going to be called? A Predator? Or maybe The Predators? Well, I enjoyed the first one very much. The first one's a classic with Arnie and all that stuff. The second one was a little too chaotic for me, but the third one was also very fresh. Not as good as the first one, of course, but I still did enjoy the third one. So let's check out how part 4, The Predator, looks like. Things blowing up. I always enjoy things blowing up. A box. Somebody cutting a box open. Oh, now watch a stripper jump out. That would be so cool. I'm still waiting for that stripper. Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna set the house on fire. I can just see it happening. Yeah.
Tell me about the mission. Did you see anything unusual?
Okay, so it seems we have a landed Predator ship. And now a bunch of secret military guys die. Pretty much same old scenario.
Tore them to pieces.
think they're done in hybridization. They're upgrading on every planet they visit.
This seems to somehow be like, the way this looks like, it's like a remake of the first two at the same time. And I don't know. It's too early to say anything. The trailer doesn't really show us much stuff, but what I am irritated by is the cast. It is not that convincing.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
There's no big names here. There's nobody I looked at and I was like, oh my god, this guy's in there. And what does annoy me a bit is that it is just really the same old formula, just changed up a bit. And I would really appreciate it if you take like this franchise and not just make this army guys versus the Predator things. We've seen that before, like twice in this franchise. A bit of creativity would be nice here. A bit more maybe like how a family is dealing with this, or that we see a bit more about the Predator and its lifestyle and the way it works in general, because it's always been very mysterious to us. I just don't want 2 hours of some army guys chasing the Predator and him blowing everybody up, and you really don't care about anybody. That is the only thing I am a little concerned about here.
Close your eyes, give me.
I decided that I'm lonely.
It's now, since it was Mother's Day, I was thinking we check out this trailer for Stillborn. Yeah, that's where we're going today. I was never a big fan of these birth scenes.
I've been thinking we should probably take down that other crib.
No.
Oh, so it's this couple that can't get kids. It's one of those situations again. Oh?
In your situation, where
Kidnapped
mother's
children.
lost a child, it can put her in a state of perpetual fear, where you have the fear that you're going to lose the other child.
So there's somebody trying to snatch the kid that they already have?
First time I saw it, I was just standing there, watching her. I thought it was a voice in my head. What did it say? You have to make a choice, Mary. It's your baby.
Voices.
So we're getting all the Shining here on our ass again.
You've lost touch with reality.
And she's hallucinating all over the place. It feels like this is one of those films that is going to try to be as PG as possible. And the scares are pretty much going to be jump scares, but I don't want to judge too early. There could be some potential in there, but the signs that this is going to be one cliche after the other are just like piling up here, so I'm not really that convinced with this one. Well, anyway, guys, I didn't want to keep this episode very long. I still have a lot of editing to do. If you haven't noticed, I haven't released the Walking Dead episode yet, but it should be out tomorrow. We had a bit of problems with the editing equipment this week. Yeah, every week we have problems with other equipment. But no worries, the episode should be out in the next 24 hours. And I'm going to go get to that. And I hope you're having a nice Sunday. Till then.